News.mc on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on News.mc, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
My name is Anthony Alberti, I'm also known as Mr. Wanties, and you're watching News.mc on Monaco Info. See you soon.
What's been making headline in the past week? Their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene, accompanied by hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, on the 10th of April embarked on a highly symbolic visit to Brittany and Normandy, highlighting the centuries-old ties between the Grimaldi dynasty and the French regions. In Matignon, a town with profound historical connections to Monaco, the princely family was warmly welcomed by residents. The town was once home to Jacques I de Matignon, who became Prince of Monaco in the early 18th century through his marriage to Princess Louise Hippolyte Grimaldi. That bond remains strong today. At Fort La Latte, a 14th century fortress overlooking the sea, the family unveiled a commemorative plaque in honor of Prince Rainier III, reinforcing the enduring legacy of the builder prince. In Moyon, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II inaugurated the Grimaldi Media Library, a cultural centre developed under his high patronage. The space is dedicated to knowledge sharing and community engagement, symbolising Monaco's commitment to education and heritage preservation. The visit concluded with another plaque unveiling in Saint-Lô, marking the deep historical and cultural relationship between the Principality and Brittany. This multi-day journey forms part of the Grimaldi Historic Sites of Monaco initiative, strengthening ties between the Principality and regions with lasting dynastic links. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II concluded a deeply symbolic journey to Normandy on the 11th of April that celebrated centuries of historic and familial ties between the Grimaldi and Matignon families. The sovereign was warmly welcomed by residents in the commune of Percy-en-Normandie, once part of the barony of Moyon. Highlights included the awarding of the Grimaldi Historic Site of Monaco label to 4 local producers and the blessing of a recently restored 1593 bell linked to the Grimaldi lineage. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II also opened a market featuring producers from across the historic sites network. The visit paid tribute to Jacques I of Matignon, who became Prince of Monaco in 1715 through marriage to Princess Louise Hippolyte. A commemorative plaque was unveiled in Saint-Martin-de-Bezas, further affirming the territory's place in the Grimaldi legacy. Restoration works at the Hôtel Dieu Chapel and visits to heritage landmarks like the Church of Saint-Laurent de Torigny and the Matignon Funeral Chapel reinforced Monaco's commitment to shared memory. For the sovereign, the journey was both personal and public, a testament to Monaco's cultural diplomacy and a reaffirmation of its historic identity. On April the 12th, Monaco paid tribute to Josephine Baker 50 years after her death in 1975. An American-born performer and resistance fighter, Baker formed strong ties with Monaco, where she is buried alongside her husband and one of her children. Though interred in the Principality, she also holds the honor of being the first black woman symbolically inducted into the Pantheon in Paris. At the memorial, her former secretary, Michel Barbier, recalled her courage, charisma, and bond with Princess Grace, who helped Baker settle in Monaco after she faced financial hardship. Baker's legacy of generosity, activism, and multicultural tolerance lives on through her rainbow tribe of adopted children and her fearless commitment to justice. The Monte-Carlo Philharmonic Orchestra recently welcomed Lucas and Arthur Jewson, the acclaimed Dutch brother pianists, for a memorable performance of Francis Poulenc's rarely played Concerto for 2 pianos in D minor. Held at the Auditorium Rainier III on April 13th, the concert captivated audiences with its emotional depth and vibrant energy. The Jewson brothers, known for their remarkable synchronicity and musical chemistry, brought the whimsical yet technically demanding piece to life, drawing inspiration from Poulenc's blend of Mozartian elegance, Stravinskian rhythms, and African influences. Their unique bond as siblings added warmth to their stage presence, while their virtuosity left a lasting impression. At a special ceremony held at the Monaco Embassy in Paris on April the 16th, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II elevated French Minister of the Armed Forces Sébastien Lecornu and businessman Xavier Niel to the rank of Knight of the Order of St. Charles. Often compared to France's Legion of Honor, the award recognizes services rendered to the state and the sovereign. Niel, majority shareholder of Monaco Telecom, expressed his pride in the honor, highlighting his decade-long commitment to strengthening the Principality's telecommunications sector and international expansion. Italian climate expert and 2007 Nobel Peace Prize laureate Riccardo Valentini gave a compelling lecture at the Oceanographic Museum of Monaco on April the 16th in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II and leading figures from science and diplomacy. Valentini stressed the need for scientists to communicate beyond data, urging public engagement and lifestyle change to address the planet's worsening condition. Emphasizing optimism, he reminded young researchers of science's essential role in shaping a sustainable future and called on the next generation to take the lead in building solutions. Carlos Alcaraz claimed his first Rolex Monte-Carlo Masters title on April 13th, defeating Italy's Lorenzo Musetti 3-6, 6-1, 6-0 in a gripping final. After a slow start, the world number 2 found his rhythm and overpowered Musetti, who struggled with injury late in the match. The win marked Alcaraz's 18th career title and a significant clay court triumph ahead of Roland Garros, further cementing his reputation as one of the sport's brightest stars. In doubles, Monaco celebrated a historic milestone as local favourite Romain Arnaud, partnered with France's Manuel Guinard, won the title in dramatic fashion. The wildcard duo staged a stunning comeback against Britain's Julian Cash and Lloyd Glasspool, saving 2 championship points to prevail 1-6, 7-6, 8, 10-8. Arnaud became the first Monegasque player to win the tournament in its 118-year history, delighting the home crowd and joining compatriot Hugo Nis as an ATP Masters 1000 doubles champion. The tournament once again showcased Monaco's unique role in the global tennis calendar, blending top-tier sport with local pride. The atmosphere throughout the week was electric, affirming the Principality's status as a world-class destination for elite competition and celebration. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
Welcome everybody, my name is Antonio Alberti. I'm also known as Mr. Wanties. I'm born in Nice, I'm Italian, and I've been raised up between Monaco and the border of Paris. And since I think 17 years, I got back to Monaco. I'm here and traveling everywhere in the world for the different projects I'm bringing and sharing with the others. And since June 2011, I haven't done anything except creating art, festival, scenography, partnership with different brands, and keep going with the smile. I was painting clowns as a kid. I wasn't really into the art thing, and I had a car accident when I was 19 and I dislocated my knee, and a friend of mine was doing graffiti and he told me, let's come with me tonight. Escape from the school. At that time I was in a boarding school in Toulon, and I escaped the school at night. I went with him. Since that moment I said that I would never stop to paint as long as I couldn't paint what I have in my head. I think my head is going always further than my hands. So the thing is, like, I'm still painting today, and it's more than 20 years. A lot of artists are creating for creating. I'm not creating if there is no meaning of what I'm doing. Like, the thing is, like, I'm not doing something to be beautiful. I'm creating something to have a statement or to say something. I'm not here to judge the society we're living in. I'm just here to bring my opinion and sometimes to awake the conscience of the people looking at what I'm doing. Most of the things I'm doing are about humans being, because we're living in a society where everybody is just focused on themselves, most. And the last exhibition I did in the museum was called Reality Show, and it was not against, but it was about social media and about all the things we are getting prisoners of. I've been known at the beginning for painting portraits, and by painting portraits I was bringing messages in the material I was using or anything. I replaced the portraits with the mirrors. So I was wondering just the people were becoming actors of my installation instead of just being a guest model or being the actors of the exhibition. You know, people sometimes when you're living in an area like this, they think that they don't have so much importance, you know, because they are just someone. Everybody is gold. We are like bricks. There is 50,000 people coming to work here every day. It's more than the people living. We need more than the people living here to make the city as beautiful as it is. And I don't want to forget these people because they are gold. First of all, I'm really lucky and really pleased to be in Monaco. It was such a wonderful opportunity and opportunities for what I'm doing. It's not everywhere, but you can find this concentration of creativity in all the levels, not just about painting, sculpting, singing. Like Monaco is really small, but actually it's a really huge creativity place because you can meet everyone in Monaco and creating projects together. I think being in Monaco is also diving in a huge cultural community, and I love that. I love the fact that Monaco is like human size, because when you're going out, going to the bakery, you meet the people you're working with. It's a kind of family experience. I love the fact that it's a combo between like a fairy tale and the real life. And being here, it's really inspiring also because of that, because you can touch the sky with the feet on the ground. It's what I love. As a professional artist, actually I don't have any recipe to make like everybody can be an artist. The thing is like, it's about what's in your heart. I think the motivation you have is 99%. Because the thing is like, I started to do graffiti, I wasn't able to draw a circle. And 2 months ago I was in the Council of Europe for making a special project for the International Day of Democracy. It was like more than 42 countries represented. And I've been like sharing talks and paintings with people from all these countries. I'm a citizen of the world. And what I love is like, we need all the world to be awake about the situation we're living in to make the change. I did an exhibition in 2013. The name was All the Same But Different. And the message was like, everything we're living, every experience as like a brick. And everything you're living help you to build yourself. Don't hide yourself, meet the people and try to make the thing happen. You can say, yeah, I wish, I wish, I wish. Don't wish. Make it happen. Make the impossible into word. Possible. Everything is possible. Just dare to do it.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.mc and MonacoInfo.com. Next week we will receive Joël Bouzou, President and Founder of Peace and Sport. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit News.mc and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.